How do you define space? Not outer space, not stars or planets or galaxies, but space itself, the thing everything exists inside of. Now define time, not clocks, not seconds or minutes, but time itself, the thing everything moves through. We experience both constantly. But what if they're not what we think they are? What if space is not a place and time is not something that flows? What if they are something else entirely? This is entry 004 in the cosmic ledger. Space and time. For most of human history, space and time were treated as separate. Space was a stage, an empty container where everything happened. Time was a ticking clock, moving forward at the same rate for everyone. Simple, predictable, absolute. But that idea was wrong. In the early 20th century, physicists realized something strange. Space and time are not independent. They are connected. Not loosely, but fundamentally. Together, they form something called spacetime. Instead of space being a fixed stage and time being a constant flow, they are woven together into a single structure, and that structure can bend. Massive objects like planets and stars don't just exist in space. They change it, they curve it, like placing a heavy object on a stretched surface. Except this surface isn't flat. It is the fabric of reality itself. This idea comes from Einstein's theory of relativity, and it completely changed how we understand the universe. Gravity is not just a force pulling things together. It is the result of curved spacetime. Objects move along those curves, and we experience that motion as gravity. But the more surprising part is what happens to time. Time does not move at the same rate everywhere. It depends on speed and gravity. The faster you move, the slower time passes for you. At everyday speeds, the effect is tiny, but at extreme speeds, it becomes significant. If you could travel close to the speed of light, time for you would slow dramatically. While years pass on Earth, you might experience only days. Gravity has a similar effect. The stronger the gravitational field, the slower time moves. Near a massive object like a black hole, time slows to an extreme degree. From a distance, it can appear to almost stop. This means time is not universal. It is not constant. It is relative. Two observers can experience time differently, and both can be correct. So time is not something that flows evenly for everyone. It depends on where you are and how you are moving. But this raises a deeper question. If time can stretch and slow down, what actually is it? Is it something physical or something we perceive? Physics can describe how time behaves, but it struggles to explain what time is. Some theories suggest that time may not flow at all. Instead, all moments, past, present, and future, could exist at once. In this view, time is not moving forward. It is already there. We are not traveling through time. We are experiencing different parts of it, and what we call the present may simply be our position within that structure. Then there's space. We often think of space as empty, a vacuum, nothing at all. But space is not truly empty. Even without matter, there is still activity. At the smallest scales, energy fluctuates. Particles appear and disappear. Fields interact. Even empty space has structure. So space is not nothing. It is something. Something active, dynamic, and constantly changing. Which brings us back to the question. Do space and time actually exist? They are not objects. You cannot hold them or observe them on their own. But their effects are undeniable. They define how everything moves, how everything changes, how everything interacts. Without space, there is no distance. Without time, there is no change. They are not things inside the universe. They are part of the structure of the universe itself. And yet, we still don't fully understand them. Physics can describe space-time with incredible accuracy, but at the smallest scales and the largest extremes, our understanding breaks down. Gravity and quantum mechanics do not fully agree, which suggests something deeper, something more fundamental than space and time as we know them. Some physicists believe space-time itself may not be fundamental, that it could emerge from something more basic. If that's true, then space and time are not the foundation of reality. They are a result of it. And what we experience as reality is just one layer built on something deeper. So what are space and time? They are not just where things happen or when things happen. They are part of how reality is structured, flexible, dynamic, and still not fully understood. They bend, they stretch, they change, and depending on how you move through the universe, they can change for you, which means reality itself is not as fixed as it seems. So do space and time really exist? Yes, but not in the way we once believed. And until we understand what lies beneath them, the record remains incomplete. This has been Entry 04 in the Cosmic Ledger. Leave a like and subscribe. Comment what the next episode should be.